Hello. Welcome back. We have a special guest. Not really. Sorry.
I know, Josh, I'm very special. Mentally
We're
special.
we're
I'm the kind of special your mom tells you.
yeah. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I guess I am. We're gonna narrate, and we're going in blind. At least I am. I don't know if Jasper is. Um. Here we go.
Oh, you should have put senpai at the end of it.
Do you want to be this, or you want me to be this?
Hey.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Dear.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time. I'm also eating cereal in case you don't know.
I know. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Mm.
Me too, Jasper, me too.
Note to self, don't eat cereal while you read. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me, man. That's mean, Joshy Boo.
I feel like I should have used a different name.
I told you to put senpai at the end of it. Did you know?
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Oh, crap. Well, you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Joshua,
Joshua.
I'm trying to make her sound retarded. Have you decided on the club yet? Fight club, reading club, game club, porn club? Oh, did I say porn club? I mean corn club.
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Yeah, I don't know. You told me you would join the club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So Yori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I'm going to MIT or Ivy. What about you?
Stick to the script.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now.
I'm not.
But I'd die at the thought of you becoming neat in a few years. But you're now used to the real world.
I only know what neat means because of Konosuba.
Oh. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No
Like,
promises. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yeah.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That fade in. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Yeah, boy. Hello.
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. You on drugs? Can I have some? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you may need some encouragement, so I thought, I could suck your dick if you found a club.
No what?
Well, that you come to my club.
Sayori.
We're in the Pussies for Crack Club, in case you don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to your club. Oof! I felt that.
You fucking baby. Dick. Pussy eater.
Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Oh boy, we're getting there. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature.
Okay, I'm actually done with my cereal. I'm gonna put the bowl away before the milk gets rotten and shit.
In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I don't know if I should wait for Jasper.
Yeah.
I guess I am.
Everything feels so awful. Okay.
Okay, I just read narration, so you're good. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come here, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Because anime club is for fucking otakus. Well, I kind of told you the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And that's it, give out cupcakes and everything. Delicious brownies.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. What just happened with your mic?
I was kind of moving it because I couldn't see the screen.
Well, snap that. I let out a long sigh.
Just fucking like that.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go. Yeah.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I bet that's actually true.
It's worth it.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally
Free
used
food?
for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
He's getting free food. He can't turn this down.
It's your turn.
I want the new member is here. Start the initiation.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. I'll take it. Welcome to the welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
The person who's good at English can't even say literature.
Sayori always says nice things about you. You take this one.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Feminism! Ah, Joshua, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club, is full of incredibly cute girls!
Fucking dick fisher. What are you looking at?
I think that was me. Wait, no, was it?
No, this is me. If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. So, a freshman? She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
The best damn enjoy them. They're laced with LSD.
It's your turn.
Okay. You can't just ignore him when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. And this is Yuri. Smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri.
She's one of those nervous girls because you can tell she's tugging on her hair.
Yeah, Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It's like you already knew Monica, right?
Oh, I've heard of this. I've heard of this name. That's right. It's great to see you again, Joshua. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. you too.
Come on, she can't get you. Rip you the table so you can sit next to me and Monica.
I really should have changed my name.
Sure. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll give them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how Then how about, not how abate, I make some tea as well. The girls have a few...
Have some shots?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly oh my god. I'm out of it. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Pussy.
Turns out they're actually cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
Oh, that is adorable. So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Now, just hurry and take one, damn it.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow.
That's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oh, we'll put something else other than icing. Ha ha ha. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Who does that? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why do you think me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you anyway.
She's the Tsundere! Wait, no. Wait. Yes, Tsundere. Right? She must be the Tsundere type.
Tsundere? Bipolar bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy.
Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Okay, I'm trying to get it.
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
No, you don't.
I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I'm gonna go...
Is that the point of no return?
I'm gonna make this the creepy bitch, because I'm getting creepy vibes. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Politics is stupid.
Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
Yeah!
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Yeah. Monica is a really great leader. We're planning to overthrow a mutiny.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different...
Notice how everybody doesn't have a buttoned-up shirt except Sayori? Everybody is buttoned up except her.
No. They all have the same... See?
They all have the same clothes, but she's not buttoned.
No, see? This is buttoned. This isn't this isn't buttoned. Wait, is it? I don't know.
Like, well, I meant jacket-wise.
I think this one's buttoned, but it's not. Why are we talking about the buttons? Such different...
Just look! Third one. She doesn't have it buttoned up. I bet you're violating school rules. You should be expelled.
So far, which is best grill?
It's either Yori or Natsuki.
She's got the breasts. She's flat, but she's got those fuck me eyes,
She's short.
She's got those...
She's short.
But look at those eyes, man. Those are some fuck me eyes.
Those look like LSD eyes.
And then there's the creepy bitch.
Very creepy
And
bitch.
then there's just the cheerleader. Fuck.
Oh dear.
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Joshua, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Porn.
Excuse me. The hentai. Well, Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Are you a weeaboo bitch?
Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can
kinda-
change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Wait, doesn't Yuri mean lesbian? Like, isn't there like Yuri hentai?
Hold on.
Are you searching it up?
I'm searching. Hold on.
I swear. There's yaoi, which is...
Yeah, it's lesbian.
She must be a lesbian.
That explains the hair.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. You should read some Game of Thrones. Song of Ice and Fire. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I like this girl. I love me some fiction too, and fantasy. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I agree. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Are you hinting at what the game is about? Because it's a psychological horror, I have heard. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if it...
She's a serial killer.
Oh boy, what if she is? But
Probably.
she might be the yandere. Or this bitch might be the yandere. One of these two. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Oh, she's one of those girls. She's like one of those bitchy girls but likes unicorns and ponies and shit. What? No, really? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
You got cakes on your toes. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Oh my. So Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on their shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You really liked it.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels.
I like the kill.
Sharing...
She's just thinking that.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Nightmare fuel.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Oh, this is me. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically? That's a new word.
Questionably.
No, that's quizzically.
Well, it means questionably.
Well, it's also a different word, so bleh. Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh,
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Joshua? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back... you're not reading yet. Oh, I'm stupid. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. So Yori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Joshua.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. He's a thought.
Oh, you bitch.
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. You can join more than one club, you know.
That's true, unless this is one of these high schools, like, you gotta choose your own club, bitch. Only one per herd.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
You just really came for the cupcakes. I'd be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Joshua, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Josh, since we're out of here, do you want to walk home together? Sure, we walk home to school every morning, so let's do it.
That's right. So Yori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yeah.
You want to end it there?
I don't know.
I think we can end it there.
Your call, buddy.
Because it's like the end. Because I wanted like a 30-minute mark, and it's kind of... Yeah, we're ending it there. That's the first episode of Doki Doki. Okie dokie.
Literatrue Club.
There will...
You only came for the free cupcakes!
There will be more. I trust you that. I promise you that. And I promise... this is also a blind playthrough. Pretty much. I've only heard that this is psychological horror disguised as a dating sim, and I'm worried for my safety. So, with that, bye-bye.